Yo guys, what is going on? And welcome to the preview of Middlesbrough Vs QPR. It takes place down at the Riverside this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff. Looking forward to this game. Looking forward to get back in the Riverside. Before we talk Borough, we're going to talk about the other two games that we've just recently come off the back of. Which obviously we had Bolton, obviously last Saturday, and then we had QPR 2 days ago, which was obviously the Tuesday night game at Villa Park. We talk about the games. First off first off Bolton, should I say. We talk about that game. Excellent 3-0 win. Bolton weren't really on our level. Don't get me wrong, we had a couple of chances. Randolph coped with Medine's couple of efforts very well, and a few other shots in the game. But again, Borough controlled the game for pretty much all of it. We got the 3-0 win. We walked away comfortably. Then we talk about Aston Villa. Obviously, as you guys know, I went to both of these games. Villa was freezing. It's actually giving me a cold. Hence why I keep doing this with my nose. Villa was absolutely freezing. And I apologise for keeping touching my face, but it's probably the coldest game I've been to in a long time, to be honest. Aston Villa was freezing, but it was a 0-0. As we know, Traore got sent off. The referee was pathetic. Like, how that's a red card, I will never know. Honestly, I will never know. And Mane got sent off for nearly taking Edison's face off, and then Traore gets sent off for that. It's like, have a word with yourself. Wasn't a red. I don't know if we're going to appeal it or whatever, but it wasn't a red. I've heard Aston Villa are going to appeal Lansbury's, which I don't know why, because Lansbury takes it back out of Johnson. Johnson's running through. He stops a goal scoring opportunity, wipes him clean out. The red card all day long, pretty much straight red. What annoyed me on Tuesday is the referee was like, it must have been so, like, everyone was in his face. Aston Villa fans are cheering for the off. Villa players like surrounded him. Then he went to his flipping linesman, and I thought, how annoying, because you can't make the decision yourself. Do you know what I mean? It was miles away from it, but it weren't a red card. It was a yellow card. But obviously, Traore got his marching orders, and all this did the occasion get to him and all that. I don't want to hear it, because it was a fair. For me, it was a yellow card. People have said it. Even Villa fans were saying to me when I come out the ground. They obviously seen it by myself. They pulled me up and they said, ask me what I thought about the game. I tell any fan that I see about the game. And then they even said themselves, it wasn't a red card. And I was like, well, exactly. But they did say Lansbury's was. So even their own fans were saying Lansbury's was a red, Traore's wasn't. So, these things happen in football. Maybe it was Steve Bruce's and tactics, to just kill Traore straight out of the game with him being our threat. If they did it, it didn't work because, they can't score. Hogan must love the butter because he obviously saved them from scoring for us. Randolph played a fantastic game. The whole team looked in well. The whole team was fantastic that night. Same sort of performance that I want to see defensively on Saturday. Like I say, it was a good away day, Aston Villa. The review obviously got done inside a service station. I was freezing. I got home and I was freezing, man. I had 2 hours sleep. Went to work. I was at work. I'm not joking. I was so tired. Got through the shift. Got home. And I literally just head on pillow. Zonked. I was gone. Obviously I woke up this morning, great, and obviously done this preview. Really excited to get back on the Riverside this Saturday. I'm going to be at the Riverside, well, pretty much everything. I don't know why I said that, but I will be there all season, watching all the games. Like I say, back-to-back away games, you've got to love them. It was absolutely fantastic to travel a bit around the country, in the last few days, to watch the mighty Borough. And luckily for me, I didn't see a single defeat. It's happy days. I'm going to be at Villa Park again next Tuesday. If you guys are going, or girls, let me know in the comments. And if I see you, I'll make sure to talk to you. And if I see you this Saturday, I'll talk to you as well. Chances are you probably catch me the best. Outside the Borough Fan TV, I'll be able to do the interviews. That's whereabouts I'll be waiting to get mine done. But like I say, if you talk about QPR now, the ground is Loftus Road. Funny story about Loftus Road. I was there years ago, and it was years ago. I'm 23 now. This must have been longer than 10 years ago. Me and my dad, we actually took a plane from Newcastle to, obviously didn't take a plane ourselves, but obviously flew down to London, got rejected out of the cinema because it was getting done for maintenance in Chelsea, went over to Loftus Road, and at the time, Fulham's Craven Cottage was getting built, so they had to play the home games at Loftus Road. They beat us 3-2, and let me think who scored. Nemeth Marinelli from Middlesbrough scored. Saha scored for them. Malbronk scored for them. And I don't know if there's another goal scorer, but as far as I know, it's a weird geezer scored. He pulled his mask from inside his shorts and put it on his face. obviously celebration. So that might have been my bronc as well, you know. I don't know who scored the third for Fulham. I mean, if you ever see the game, YouTube, it is on YouTube because I watched it not long ago. You know, why not? A bit sad, but yeah, I watched it. You guys try and find it. Yeah, that's when I was at. If you ever watch it, I was at that game. But yeah, let's say we got B32, won a Mickey Mouse keyring, lost the keyring because obviously it was years ago, so I can't show you it right now. But yeah, we've got away there again, you know. So I've been to Loftus Road, we got beat. And I went back to Craven Cottage as well, so I've been to Craven Cottage. But Fulham is later on, man. We're not going to discuss Fulham. We're discussing QPR. Manager's Ian Holloway. I don't particularly know if he likes Middlesbrough or not. Because when we were in the Championship last, I used to watch him obviously when Middlesbrough were playing. And he always seemed to slag us off a little bit. You know, he didn't really give us much credit. So if that's the case, Ian, you're going to get bullied this Saturday. I'm telling you now, because Borough fans will remember you, and they will torture you. And that's just being honest. If I was you, Ian, I'd stay at home, man, because you're going to come to Riverside, you're going to get bullied. You'll be on that touchline, and you will get bullied by the Borough fans. We've got a pretty good record. Last 5 games, QPR. 1-2, drawn 1, lost 2. Now, everyone may be thinking, oh, what a brilliant record that is. It's a brilliant record until you find out QPR have only got 1 point on the road all season. That's a big thing for us. That's a big positive, if you like. Also, it could spin. It could be a negative. They could come in this weekend and take 3 points. We hope they don't. We hope Borough step up. I've got no doubt that Borough will step up. Watch us on Tuesday. Watch us on Saturday. We look really good. We look like we found our feet now. We look settled. And the players look like they've gelled well together. I'm still not 100% convinced on Howson. But if we've got Ledbetter and Clayton playing, I have full confidence in the boys. We look at the top scorers for QPR. We've got a lot of goal scorers, but I'll talk about the main individuals who are level on goals. Connor Washington's got 2 goals, Smith 2, and Mackey's got 2. All strikers, all good, really good players. I like all 3 of them. Like I say, Connor Washington, obviously ex-Rangers player now. He played Rangers last season. And Smith and Mackey have been there a while. Good players, you know, they really are. And they're going to cause a threat, you know. I mean, say we've got 6 goals between them. They're going to cause a threat this weekend. You've got to be extra on our toes. We've got to make sure we can suck up all the pressure they're going to give to us. Because if not, they could exploit our weaknesses. You know, and they could go through and score. But they don't know the goalkeeper, Dan Randolph. Good luck getting past him. The guy's a cat. He was fantastic against Bolton. Fantastic against Aston Villa. But I'll go briefly into some head-to-head stats. I love doing my head-to-head stats. I do them pretty much every single video on these previews. But I did a double on QPR. And you guys probably already know that. The last time in the Championship, we actually went and played these twice. QPR, they were in the league. The same league as us. We did the double on them. We beat them 1-0 at Riverside. It was a Friday night game. Ledbetter scored a penalty later on. We beat them 1-0. They then went away later on in the season, which was in fact in April 1st, 2016. We beat them 3-2. Remember watching that game? There was a lot of highs and lows, emotionally wise in the fans, especially we missed a penalty, got the corner and put it in, and their fans just shut their mouths straight away, just like they'll be doing this Saturday. But yeah, like I say, Borough fans are going to now sing you lads. I mean, I just feel really good. Obviously, I went to the last 2 Borough games. I mean, our crowd's been fantastic. Sold out Aston Villa, do you know what I mean? It's a Tuesday night game and we sat it out. Not many teams will do that this season. You know what I mean? It's a 3.5 hour, 4 hour journey to get to Birmingham, depending which route you're going, depending how fast you drive or whatever. But we sold it out and we got fantastic fans. And people always say Borough fans are rubbish. I have a word, man. I have a word to yourself. We got the best fans probably one of the best fans in this league. We're fantastic fans. It doesn't matter. That's what I've said. It doesn't matter if we play midnight in London. We would sell it out. I mean, we took 7,000 to Fulham before a few seasons ago. You know, that's the kind of fans we've got. On Saturday, I've got no doubt in my mind that Borough fans will be loud. You know, they're going to get fully behind the team. I'm really excited for it. Like I say, the last time QPR beat us 3-1 at the Riverside in March 22nd, 2014 it was. And that's beat us. So, you know, they can't... Well, I mean, it was a long time ago, let's be honest, but... you know, we have to make sure we're on our feet and on our toes and deal with everything they've got this weekend, because you've got to think, you know, Middlesbrough still got ex-Premier League status next to their name. If QPR had ex-Premier League status next to their name, they were going to their place this Saturday, you'd want to beat them because they've been up there, you know. They play, you know, we've played with the big lads last season. They want to come here, and to them, it's almost like a cup final win. We see it against Preston when we drew 0-0, and the fans were going ballistic, and I was thinking to myself, boys, we're doing 0-0 here. You didn't win nothing. You know what I mean? That's the kind of level that we've got in the minute, Middlesbrough. You know, you got that kind of name. Teams want to beat you. And Aston Villa gave everything they had on Tuesday night, and they still couldn't beat us. And people still think they're going to get tipped to go up. Villa fans, have a word. You are going down with the Mackhams. Get into my lineup right now, and I mean that. Oh, trust me, you might be laughing. I'm laughing, but I mean that. Aston Villa, you are going down with Sunderland. And Sunderland, man, you lads are having a terrific season. Grayson, you're doing a great job, man. Keep bringing in them results. I tell you what, man, you're going to go far in this division. You're going to go proper far, boys. Remember that time you said you were going to walk the league? Do you remember at the start of the season, Sunderland fans? You said Borough won't walk it. Sunderland will walk the league. You're going down, boys. You're going down. And come May, when I do my end of season review, I'll be laughing. I will be laughing. Big A.J.T. Call me whatever name you want. I will be laughing at you, boys. Trust me on that. We're going up. Yous are going down. I'll be singing that famous song that you sang to Newcastle that time. So if you're watching, Sunderland fans, I'll be the one laughing. If I get into my starting 11, it changes a little bit, obviously, because obviously Traore has been sent off on Tuesday night. We know this. It was a yellow card at best, but, you know, Randolph starts in goal. The guy will not be taken on my team unless he suddenly becomes AWOL, because the guy is absolutely unreal. He's just a cat. You can't get past him. We may as well have a brick wall in goal, because that's what it's like watching Randolph. He's fantastic. He kept us in the game against Bolton. He kept us in the game against Preston. He kept us in the game against Aston Villa. The guy is fantastic, and he's a great goalkeeper. 5 million as well. I love having him here. You know, he's such a cool dude as well. I met him after the Bolton game. And he was dancing and stuff, and he was like, had his headphones in, he's jamming away, signing autographs. He's obviously happy here, and I'm happy to watch him. Back four, unchanged from Tuesday night and Saturday, being Christie, Fry, Gibson and Fabio. Them four are doing jobs at the back. You're not really getting past them anytime soon. They're doing fantastic jobs. Keep it in for me. Then we obviously got the two boys who I love seeing in the team so far, Ledbetter and Clayton. Them two together are absolutely class. The partnership's unreal. They just know each other, you know. They know each other almost like the back of their hands. They know how to play, everything, you know, the style and everything. So keep them in the team for me. In behind Son Balonga is Baker. I thought he had a really good game against Bolton. I thought he had a great game against Aston Villa. He was chasing everything down, trying to get on the end of everything, trying to create chances. So he stays in the team for me. And then out on the right hand side, you know, Fletcher was in there as well. You know, there's a few other names that I could have put in. Gone for the boy Patrick Bamford. He had a couple of starts this season. I want to see him start a little bit more. He didn't come on against Aston Villa, which I'm a bit disappointed to see. As I do think he gives us that bit of creativity and pace. Hopefully he gets his chance this Saturday. On the other side, it's not going to be Stuart Downing. Now, Stuart Downing for me has played really, really good since he's been in the team. Obviously, Aston Villa, he got took off at half time. I can't really argue with that because he didn't really have the best of games. Again, we don't know if the occasion got to him and all that, you know, with him used to play for Aston Villa. But I didn't think he had a great game. So in his place, I put Johnson in, purely because that guy is just, he's like, when you watch him, you know you're going to get something out of him. Where, you know, he gets the ball, and he's not even turning back. The guy never goes back. He goes forward. He got his goal against Bolton because he went forward. The guy doesn't want to go back. And against Villa, all he did was go forward. And as you know, he got Lansbury sent off because he just charged towards the goal. That's where the goal is. Where the ball's got to go. He knows that, and that's where he was heading. And I say I'm really impressed with him so far. I even spoke about him in my Borough Fan TV interview. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But I said it in there. I said, you know, this guy, man, watch out for him, because if we try to always start together on them wings, it's going to cause a menace. It's going to be lethal. Trust me when I say it. And then up front, obviously I've got the main man, Son Balonga. That's what's starting 11. I think that's good enough to beat QPR. The two pacey boys are obviously out wide. Son Balonga, he's got a couple of braces so far this season. I feel good this season. I'm sitting in a pretty good position at the minute. No need to worry. Gary Monk's doing a fantastic job with us. And a lot of people should be kicking off in the fact that we're not top of the league yet. Don't panic. As long as we're in there, around there, come May, if we can push up just towards the end of the season and try and get automatic, great. That's great. I mean, I want us to get champions, but at the minute, Monk's doing a great job, and he's obviously getting us a result. And as you guys know, QPR this Saturday. I'll be away at Aston Villa. If you guys are going, let me know in the comments. And then obviously we go again. I'm pretty sure it's Fulham away, which will be a real test. But like I say, talking about Saturday, they haven't. Like I said, they only got a point on the road all season. And I know the season's only started, but it's still a big thing. Their away form isn't great so far. So when we just sorted ours out, so there's a lot of confidence that you got, a lot of positives when you look at this. We went away to Aston Villa, we defended 10 men for 70 minutes. We got the draw. Great, that's a positive. The boys look good. The boys look like they're clicking. Another positive. You know what I mean? We sorted out our away form now. We beat Bolton. Finally got our first win of the season since Sunderland last season. Fantastic. That's another positive. So a lot of positives to come out of the obviously out of them 2 games. I'm looking forward to this game on Saturday. Like I said, if you guys see me, talk to me. I'll always talk to you guys. I always meet a couple of years, obviously by the Borough Fan TV lads, and it's always great to meet you guys and see exactly what you thought about the game. I'm excited for it. I really am looking forward to this game. And I'm also looking forward to Aston Villa on Tuesday, but in particular, this one comes first. So take a game at a time. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get all 3 points. Of course, I've got to give you a score prediction. Don't think I was going to leave this video and not give you a score prediction. Score prediction is, if you want to back this, remember, I won £100 last time I put a prediction on. If you guys want to back this result, let's go. Middlesbrough Vs QPR. What's my brain telling me? 2-0. 2-0 Borough. A Sombalonga first goal scorer. That's the bet. If you guys want to put that on, remember, put it on and tweet me if you put it on. I'll favourite it, I'll retweet it, and obviously I told you guys about it. I put a bet on against Bolton and I won £100. Trust me, but these results can come in. But yeah, 2-0. Sombalonga first goal scorer is what I'm going to go for. You guys let me know. You guys let me know your predictions in the comments. Let me know exactly about. Obviously, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you did. Go over to Borough Fan TV. Watch my interview if you haven't seen it already, and subscribe to them, guys. I mean, I'll see you guys Saturday. Obviously, my review and at the match. And then, like I say, we'll hopefully get 3 points. I'll be in a Palmo. We'll all be celebrating on the way home. You guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Yeah, up the Borough.